see. Ya Allah, don't deprive me from beholding your beauty. Oh, my Lord, accept this plea. حسبي ربي جل الله 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 ما في قلبي غير الله الله الله.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalam ala ashrafil mursalin Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallim. Beloved viewers, here's welcoming you to another interesting edition of Mosquepay Ramadan Half Hour. It is a program that gives you an insight into all it takes for you to participate in humanitarian services. It's a program that has created a platform for you to part with your hard-earned resources to make the world a better place. Create an equal society, a balanced society where everybody feels comfortable and where everybody feels safe. Because when you give, you make the world a better place and safe for everyone. I am Musa Tolia, the anchor today, but I'm not alone on the program today. I have my sister in the house who is also coming here to shed more light on another aspect that deals with humanitarian services as well, of course, human life and what it takes to teach the society how to do good and be good to others. I have the pleasure to welcome my sister, Ajia Kabira Kafidikwe. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
For so many people who don't know you, I guess your fans will be watching anyway. She is a Nollywood actor, a producer, a director. Simply put, a cinematographer. Because you're actually producing a film.
Okay, so
yes. You're a cinematographer?
No, I'm a producer. I'm a director. Of course, I have a lot to do with everything I do relates with cinematography. But yet I'm not. I'm still learning. I really wish to be. Because actually a cinematographer is more like someone who help us to make the film. They are, like... Okay,
that should be our wish for you.
Yes, I don't mind. It's not a bad thing at all because it's behind the camera. The perspective of a cinematographer is what eventually makes a script comes to reality. Everyone in your field actually would love to be a cinematographer. You can call them a cinematographer. Is more like this our brothers here, but okay. It's just that the difference with the cinematographer is they are shooting us in the studio. The cinematographer
and we are being shot
using the perspective of someone who is making a movie.
Okay, so much for
like the director of photography.
All right, so much for being a cinematographer or not. For your fans out there, I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this. If you have actually watched Shawoide, you will know my sister here. She played a very big role in that, and she was one of those major characters in that movie. They called you Arakpa. Arakpa
Gongo.
What was that? What do you know that?
Okay, so Arakpa Gongo is pretty much, like...
What does it translate to mean?
Okay, so Gongo.
That's...
in that movie, they were really... Like, it's sort of the brass bell.
The talking drum,
so,
like...
Yes, so the talking drum.
Okay. All right, at this point, we'll come back to...
So, someone that can really, like, dance to the talking drum.
Okay.
A young girl would dance to...
Okay, who has the skill?
The skill to dance to...
All right, we'll come to that and much more after this break. Viewers, please stay back. We'll be right back after this timeout.
OVMA.
Oh, I wish you were here.
I'm always with you.
But it's not the same without you.
MTN 5G's amazing technology will change how we experience life and the internet. Get ready to encounter the incredible. And remember, no be juju, na MTN 5G.
Back, it is still Mosquepay Ramadan half hour. At this point in time, we'll go to a segment on this program, MTN ETAP Takaful Car Insurance. I'm sure you're wondering what it is. Now we're going to give an insight. On this segment, we're giving insight into what they are doing. It's a whole new experience on car insurance. That's talking about Takaful. Please stay back. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. It's another time for this segment on Mosquepay Ramadan half hour. That's talking about MTN ETAP Takaful segment. And you recall yesterday we were discussing about ETAP Takaful car insurance. And I still have the CEO ETAP here on set with me. He's going to shed more light on what you need to know about ETAP Takaful car insurance. Malam Ibrahim, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. I mean, it's another day, and we thank God for the gift of life. And of course, Ramadan is gradually winding down and all that, and we're still here, still talking about Ramadan and talking about how people can benefit from ETAP Takaful. Now, yesterday you shed more light on those aspects that has to do with how people can benefit and all that. But we want to continue, give more insight, because it's quite new to a lot of people, and we need people to actually key into this. That's why you're here. So let's take a look at ETAP Takaful car insurance. What are the range of options that people have, that you're offering?
Thank you very much, Ma'am Musa, for having me once again. Very good question. Beyond, getting car insurance that aligns with your values and is Sharia compliant and complies with Islamic principles, you're able to get whether comprehensive or third party coverage. One of the things that's even more interesting is that there's flexibility in payment, unlike with what you see around where you have to pay your premium or your contribution annual, right, for the year. On ETAP, you're able to pay for your insurance weekly, monthly, quarterly, biannually, or annually if you so care. Here's how we think about it, right? We think that, particularly for younger people, right, people are used to everything being flexible, whether it's your subscriptions for your Adhan app or your Netflix app or whatever it is, you're paying month to month. Right. Yes. In as much as even when it's an annual service, you're still paying month to month, right? Or your Apple Music, where you're streaming your Quran or the recitations, it's month to month, and that's why we believe that products should fit into your lifestyle. It's not your lifestyle fitting into products, and that's why we enabled payments flexibility to make sure that you can get insurance for a year, but pay month to month, or pay monthly, or pay weekly, or pay quarterly, or pay biannually, however is more convenient for you.
Sounds seamless.
Exactly, it is seamless, and that is at the core of everything that we do at ETAP. You would recall that the meaning of ETAP is easy as taking a picture. Okay. So fundamentally everything has to be seamless.
Okay, let's look at how do people actually latch on to how do they register? Yesterday you did mention 90 seconds. We need to shed more light on that because it sounds too good.
I know. Thank you for that question. So to get on ETAP, first, if all you need to do is to learn more, you can go on www.etapinshort.com/takafu, and you'll be able to see additional information on the ETAP Takafu. And how through ETAP Takafu you can also contribute to your community and have some sort of social impact and be socially responsible. to get on ETAP, all you need to do is download the app. Download the ETAP app. Everything is done from your mobile phone, because we want it to be that seamless. And you're able to insure your car in 90 seconds, right? You're able to make claims. You're able to make claims and have it, processed and settled within 3 minutes. We have a network of accredited, workshops that, if you have a comprehensive cover and something happens to your car or something happens to another car that you're responsible in that situation, you'll be able to select a workshop to take the car to be immediately fixed. Beyond that, if you have the ETAP app on your phone and you get into a crash, it will push a notification to you saying, crash detected. Do you need emergency support? And then you can call 112 Lagos State Emergency Service for you. And 112 is almost countrywide.
The conventional insurance people are used to keep paying premium. And you pay a premium, and if crash or any loss does not happen at the end of the year, that's it. But ETAP is saying it's not over like that.
Shouldn't be.
Your money is still going to come back to you.
It shouldn't be. So we think that insurance has to be shared value, right? It means that if the customer is behaving in a certain way, they should get something back from the insurance company. Hopefully that becomes an industry-wide realization. But that's what we believe, and that's what we're pushing for. Today, the surplus. So in Takaful, there's something called surplus, and surplus is the money that is left after all the claims has been paid, all the management fee has been paid, all the associated costs have been removed. If there's anything left, it's called a surplus, and then it's distributed back to the policy holders.
Incredible indeed. At this point, we'll go for a short break. We'll come back after this timeout to talk more about ETAP, Takaful car insurance. So viewers, please stay back. We'll be right back after this timeout. Alright, alhamdulillah, it's nice to know that you're still staying tuned to Mosquepay Ramadan Half Hour, and this segment that we call MTN ETAP Takaful. And a while before we went on that break, we were actually talking about ETAP Takaful car insurance and how you can benefit, what you need to know about ETAP Takaful, and how you can be part of it. It's not the conventional insurance that you're used to, so you need to learn about it to really benefit from it. So madam, like I was talking about people learning about it to benefit, and you did say that people can go on the site to learn more about it. Now some people would say, with all that you have enumerated so far, it sounds too good. Like, are you sure? People have this mindset to doubt things that are basically seamless online and all that. So some people might want to ask, is ETAP actually regulated by the government?
So I think that for good reason, people feel a certain way about things that seem like they're incredible. Sometimes we say if it's too good to be true, it's probably not true, exactly. Right? But we don't promise what we can't do. A lot of the things that we enable aren't enabled by us, they're enabled by the technology that we have built, using machine learning and artificial intelligence to make sure that the process can be seamless, can be faster, it can be more efficient, it can be more transparent, and it can be flexible. Yes, ETAP Takaful is in compliance with all, laws of the land and the regulations. Our Takaful is underwritten by No Takaful, licensed by the National Insurance Commission.
Okay.
So it's essentially licensed by the National Insurance Commission.
Okay, I know a lot of people who are watching now that will want to shed more light on issue of claims.
Mm-hmm.
So how is
it's incredible. Today we have the best claims process in the industry. We're able to do that again using technology. right? We've automated a lot of things that would require human intervention to make sure that we've removed the bureaucracy and removed the human failure from the process to make sure, to enable things to be faster and, to be more efficient and to be fraud-free, more importantly. Today when a customer gets into a major accident and they need to make a claim, once that notification goes on the customer's phone saying crash detected, it also sends us a notification. So we know that a crash has happened, so we're expecting a claim. That makes us to be more prepared. On the second hand, if it's a minor claim, all the customer needs to do is to go on the app and click on make a claim, put in some information, and it would process it and settle it instantly, and one thing that we've also done to make sure that the process is seamless for our customers is, if you don't want to get the money to fix your car back, you can select one of the workshops on the list. We have a number of accredited repair centers that you can take your car to get it fixed. And that can be your story. Of course, we don't want you to get into the accident, but that can certainly be your story if that ever happens to you. Ethiopia Careful is all you need.
All right, Madam Ibrahim, it's at this point I'm going to say thank you very much for coming on the program. The program will continue, I'm sure. The segment will continue tomorrow, and then we can have you live on this program again so that we can talk more on ETAP Takaful. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam.
All right, viewers, that's much we'll take on this segment. Mosquepay Ramadan half hour continues after this time out. Please stay with us.
OVMA.
Oh, I wish you were here.
I'm always with you.
But it's not the same without you.
MTN 5G's amazing technology will change how we experience life and the internet. Get ready to encounter the incredible. And remember, no be juju, na MTN 5G.
Right, you're welcome back. It is still Mosquepay Ramadan half hour, and for you to get to learn more about ETAP Takaful Car Insurance, the segment will continue tomorrow, same time on this program. And I still have my sister in the house. My sister, how you doing?
Alhamdulillah, Rabbil
Okay, you're here because there is a project that is actually coming to be showcased very soon. He
Inshallah.
promised us gift.
Yes, he promised us gift.
Ore Atata.
Ore Atata.
Okay, what is it all about?
Oh, so pretty much, it's, I should first say that it's a movie. It's an Islamic-oriented story, and it's pretty much passing the message to all mankind about patience, tolerance, perseverance, because of course as human, part of the things we are here for is to worship Almighty Allah. And then also what comes with it is how we survive as human. I mean, Allah has given us everything that we need as human in this world. He said, once we've been at the drop of that sperm, Allah has already ordained what each of us will be in this world.
Yeah, preordination.
Preordination, yes. But when we get here, we are too distracted, we are too troubled, we are worried, we try to work for Almighty Allah. Whereas it told us that we are not going to have a rest in this dunya until we get to paradise. So for a wise person, better walk towards paradise, because here it's for us to be tested. Like, we have to be tested as to for Almighty Allah to know if we truly believe He is Allah. He has every power in His dominion. He's the only one who can say what to be for us and what not to be.
Yeah, he said that He was going to test us if you say we're believers.
I was going there. So He already said He's going to test us as believers. And if everyone could just hold on to that, honestly, our lives will be much more easier. Because when we have all our challenges, our trials, and then you're wondering, oh my God, will this ever end? But you know, once you know that, as a believer, you already know that once this test comes, my Creator is trying to speak to me.
Because they will definitely come.
It will always come till the end of time.
So in other words, movie is trying to sensitize and conscientize Muslims.
To call us back, like, hey.
Back to the path.
Yes, because Allah has promised us all a gift. All right, so in the Quran, we always is a very common verse that we borrow and we use it every time. Fa'innama alaysa yusra, innama alaysa yusra. It's a simple short form of what He promised us is all about. Allah has promised us all a gift. That yes, there will be
like gift is al-Jannah, right?
No, that's the suspense. Okay, so Allah has really promised all of us a gift, and then I will only say that at the end of every tunnel, I don't give them itself, which is okay. But you see, you could say, oh, is it all about tolerance and perseverance? It's honestly like
much more.
It's much more. It's a way. It's something you see to know how you can really create the balance between you and your fears and your worries. And trust me, it's worth saying.
Okay, basically, let's look at the cast. Okay. I'm told we'll go on a short break. We'll see the trailer of that movie.
Okay.
We will come back and then we'll talk about what informed the choice of cast.
Okay. Oriatata.
So Oriatata, he promised us gift. That's the trailer we want to see now, and we'll be right back after this time out.
Mashallah. For some reason, I started having feelings for him.
Are you sure of what you are saying?
Daddy, I'm sure.
Highly disappointed. I trusted you. You are not loyal to me at all.
I swear to Allah, I know nothing about it.
Shut up!
That means you need to do the surgery as soon as possible. You should continue to do better.
Really tastes like that of mommy.
The last time I went to a long while, I studied mommy so well. She taught me how to cook it.
I've been watching you closely, and I can see that you are very reliable and trustworthy.
The doctor said I need to go to Lagos to do MRI scan, and it's quite expensive.
I am just wondering why you put such responsibility on Abdurrahim.
Okay. Onero wa fún mi gbé. Bí bàbá yín ṣe máa wí nígbà yẹn rí yẹn.
Tí bá ti ń dà sábẹ́fẹ́ báyìí lẹ́yìn ní ká gbé kùrù jàjà ẹ lọ ní bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ jẹ lọ́wọ́ ẹ bọ́ra.
He has become a bad influence onto others.
I'm offering you 2 million naira. I'm so sure you wouldn't want to throw that away.
I'm a conscious Muslim, and I'll be happy if you can give me the opportunity of observing my salat at the right time, sir.
I am Barrister Funsho Dada. I'm the solicitor to the late Chief Williams.
Welcome back, and it's still Mosquepay Ramadan half hour. And before we went on that short break to see that trailer, I was actually talking to the brain behind that trailer. My sister, that's your handwork.
MashaAllah, alhamdulillah, Rami.
So before we went on the break, I was trying to ask, what informed the choice of cast?
Okay, so pretty much the story came. By the way, it's a true life story.
Okay.
All right, so our father in the deen called me, told me a story of someone who didn't mind that he shared a story, and then told me to put it into writing and let us display it so that everyone could benefit from it. And that's what came about it. So when I got the story, I'm like, okay, how do we go about it? I put my crew together, we wrote it, and then when you structure, when a film is structured, you already have in your mind, especially as a writer, you're picturing, you're projecting who and who could play a particular role best.
Okay.
All right, so I particularly, I like to explore a lot using upcoming people. But you know, in this wise, we just want something to be really, really like more believable. We wanted like the role our father Baba Adebayo Salami played, Ogabelo. I don't think another one could have played it best. If you don't watch this film, you won't understand. When you see it, then you know, oh wow, she really knows what she's talking about. Who could play the barrister better than the barrister himself? And it's a way to like, okay, sir, we're all propagating this thing, and so you have to feature. It is like, Kabira, don't make me an actor. I said, well, we're all acting for.
There's always the first time.
Allah. Yes, so that's how he was able to play the barrister in it, and he played it so real. Everything was so believable. About one day, of course, is our Baba, is our father. The role he played as Abdurrahim's uncle, super duper. Which other person can play that kind of role as a guardian and someone who could also give us a tiny bit of teaser in the story, you know, because Abande can really make people laugh.
Okay, at this point, I want to also ask, because I know our viewers might want to call in to, you know, say one or two things about the program. So you can call in and say one or two things about the movie coming up. So I want to ask, I know a lot of people will be yearning to ask too, in the list of cast you have, do you have non-Muslims there playing any role there at all?
It's almost very different. I don't think so. Yeah, maybe we have a few of our crew members who are non-Muslims.
But for the cast?
For the cast, all Muslims. Can someone ask me if Babati is a Muslim? Tunde Bernard. By the way, he is a Muslim. Okay. Maybe he's still struggling to get his balance, but honestly, he's a very, very dear darling who's really, like, I've known him to be a Muslim.
All right, let me
his father is, I think his father was an imam.
Okay, let me ask you this. What's your impression? Some Nollywood actors are actually coming into the fold of Islam.
MashaAllah. I say MashaAllah. Alhamdulillah, I mean, I see it. Before with this old Cafe Come Down groups, started, of course, not as if in other films we don't see where people try to imbibe or borrow the Islamic doctrines or hadiths into their story. But then when we say Islam, there's something we call Allah in Islam. We just thought, okay, so whatever we do for the sake of Allah.
So in other words, they're welcome into the film.
Honestly, everybody's
okay,
welcome.
As we're wrapping up now, because I learned we're running out of time.
Excuse me.
When is the movie premiere?
So I think it's going to be like 2 days after Eid. Allah knows better. We can't really say Eid is a Friday until we see the moon.
But after the Eid?
The Monday after Eid.
So
which is the 24th of April.
When and where are you going to have the premiere?
So he promised us gift, Oriatata. It's going to be premiered at Austria Halls and Hotels in Ikeja. Once you put it on Google, Austria Halls and Hotels, Ikeja, you won't have any difficulty to get there. So we're going to start our red carpet at 3 p.m. and the film will start premiering between 4 to 6.
All right. Ajia Kabira Kafi Dipe. Arakpari Gongon. It's nice having you.
Asmana.
Okay.
It's at Arakpa. I have a lot of it.
Okay, Asmana, Arakpari Gongon. All the names. Okay, you have all the names. Yeah. It's nice having you on the program. Mashallah. And it's nice seeing you doing a lot of things with Mosquepay as well. It's a win-win situation, I guess.
Yes, I know, right? Because people should really... When I heard about Mosquepay, I was trying to ask initially what to say. That's me thinking loud. I love what I read there, donations, you know. Do you need any donations?
So when all of us give,
please let me quickly read this. Do you need donations and you don't know how to get help? Create a campaign now with Mosquepay.
All right, thank you very much. At this point, we're going to say Jazakumullah khairan for watching the program. It continues tomorrow, same time, same station. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. It's another